Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to another stream from Rockefeller Racing. We are at MISANO, and this is the Winter Series Silver class. So we have three classes: Pro, Silver, and Am. As I mentioned, I missed last week's race at Zandvoort. I lost power. Pretty crazy conditions. Seems similar to this. Somebody, AMG Dez, actually joined the lobby before me, so that means that he has number 47 and I have number 48. I don't like that, to be honest with you. That's my number, Dez. So me and AMG Dez are going to have a little talk here. But okay, anyway, guys, so this is exciting stuff here because we really don't know what the conditions are going to be. As you see up top there, it is 14 Celsius, 18 track temperature. But in the whole practice time with the practice servers, we were, I just had to mute that so everybody was hearing me. The whole time with the practice servers, we were basically getting these kind of cold conditions. Then qualifying was like greasy, and then the race started in the practice servers. It started to be kind of dry and just a little damp, and then it would start to rain heavily as it went on. So you're kind of caught in that middle zone there, where like, oh man, I can't really put any heat in my tires when it starts to rain. I don't want to pit for wets just yet because of the fact that they'll overheat. So this is really going to be a challenge for sure, guys. So I'm going to go out. I have these settings here, as you saw. Look at all these setups I have here, because I was going crazy trying to figure that stuff out. Hey, props to Dr. Vegas. You could see the CDA setup. Vegas got some CDA setups for us, so that's great. But I have a setup for wet if it's going to be pouring rain, so to start on the wet, and I also have a setup to start on greasy and damp conditions, which seems to be what we're at right now. So there's no rain on the track at all, and the track is just fast. It's just cold temperatures. So let's see what we could do in some practice sessions here, because the free practice really means nothing, to be honest with you, other than just kind of getting used to the track, because these conditions are going to change. Now, what really will throw us for a major loop is if it doesn't rain. Then it might be in some trouble, possibly, because there is a mandatory pit stop. You can pit whenever you want, but you have to take tires. That's part of the rule in the series. So you have to pit, you have to take tires. So obviously on the first out lap here, I'm just going to take it easy. And I'm going to try and see what we could do with our tires here, and see if they'll heat up in at least these conditions. Nice and easy. And man, I'll tell you guys, when the rain comes, it's going to be really, it's going to be hard, guys. Also, a little surprise, we went with the all-black Ferrari today for the Winter Series. All black, murdered out. Now, in the dry, MISANO's a really cool track, man. Like, granted, like, I should know it better, but I did get rather used to it over practicing throughout the week, but I'm not...
Yellow flag, be careful there.
I'm not really where I should be at. You know, I say that a lot, but guys, keep in mind, like, I'm still learning, you know, the learning curve of ACC, and, you know, what to adjust, how to be faster, you know. There's a lot of intricacies with this sim that will do that for you. That's a tough turn right there, especially when it's raining out. But as you can see, we only have a minute of free practice left. And good news is that if we were going to stay in these conditions right here, tire setup is pretty good. Now, qualifying could also mean, like, you know, it could also be different from what the race is going to be. So yeah, if we were going to stay like this, guys, a couple clicks on the tire pressures and we'd be good to go. But that's not going to happen. I highly doubt that. So remember, guys, this game, I keep calling it a game, I hate when I do that. This sim mimics real life weekends of motorsport racing.
Session is now over.
So that means that it is a Friday right now at 11 a.m. as you see there in free practice. Qualifying is a Saturday, which happens in real life, and then Sunday the race kicks off at whatever scheduled time it is, and today for us it's 1 p.m. All the races in the Winter Series are going to be at 1 p.m. So, Baza boy in the Ferrari 135, man, nice job, dude, nice job. There is no way that I am hitting 135s, although I did hit 136s. So again, guys, with this whole situation here and in racing in general, as I'm sure a bunch of you out there know, it is not where you start on the grid, it is where you finish the race. So, you know, there's a ton of stuff that that could happen during the race, as you know. So all right, now see, now we have damp conditions, and in 5 minutes it's going to start raining. So this is qualifying for damp conditions here. Let me see, man. I might just, wow. Let's see here. Alright, it's 19 degrees Celsius. This is not, yeah, this is not going to be, I might just go with the wet, because in 5 minutes it's going to get, okay, you know what? I'm going to try something first here. Let's go to setup. Let's just get the wet on right now. And they're going to heat up for sure, but it's not going to be, they're not going to be, well, let's just see here. Yeah, they're gonna heat up for sure, because it's definitely not slick tires optimum. Man. Yeah, see, this is what I was afraid of here. Alright, let's try this. Let's try this. Let's go to quali and let's see where we get at with these tires here. And maybe just the brake pressure's got to be adjusted. Not the brake pressures, maybe just the tire pressures have to be adjusted, because I got my front brakes on 2 and my rear brakes on 1. That's obviously the brake ducts to put some heat and keep them closed a little bit, keep some heat in the tires. But I also have my brake pads at 3. That's basically what you want in the rain. Now see, here's the unfortunate part. I think this is what's going to happen in the race. As you can see, in 5 minutes it's going to start raining. That plus means that more rain and more rain are coming. I'm on engine map 1. I'm gonna kick the TC up a little bit, match the rear.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs. Yellow flag in sector 3. Yellow flag ahead, be careful.
Man. These tire pressures are way too low. Way too low.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Alright, you know what I'm gonna do, guys? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to the wet. I know it's not ideal, but maybe we could stay out and get some wet. Get the track is gonna get a little bit wetter. So I'm just going to stay in the wet and try and get a time down here. I know it's telling me slick tires are optional, but are optimum, but yeah, I'm going for the wet here, guys. What you should see now, what that's going to do is the optimal temperature for wet is like 30.5, say, maybe 31 max. You're going to see my tires get up into the 32s. And that's because there's not enough water on the track yet. And we just need to put a lap in, so... And I have 9 laps of fuel. That's way too much. You can see the tires are going to start heating up already.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
So what you want to do is stay off the racing line. Get those tires wet more.
Slow car ahead. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
This is tough sledding, guys, not gonna lie. Let's make it work, baby, come on. Short shifting helps too.
Well done, mate. The fastest step so far.
Somehow I got third position. I have no idea how that's possible. I'm not going to complain about it though.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Ooh. Yeah, see how much my tires are overheating, guys? That was a bad exit. This lap might be... Oh man, this is going to be it though, actually.
There's a slow car up ahead.
Nope.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
Okay.
Session is now over. Your lap time is invalidated. Please try to stay on the track.
Alright, I mean... Not too horrible, but we'll probably get passed up a little bit here, I would assume. Alright, let's go back to the garage here. I mean, 7th, I mean, it's not horrible, guys, but, you know, some fast drivers in here. MSX right there. Ooh, MSX, nice, man. Nice, MSX, taking 2nd there. Awesome job, dude. Awesome job. We have a few of these guys ahead of us that are still out on track. Red Fly might be able to take us. Oh, Mike the Killer. Excuse me, Mike the Killer. Marcy Marks, he could definitely, okay, there's the session. I guess it's finished here. So yeah, guys, so the big challenge here is going to be, I mean, alright, we're starting in 8th. It's not the end of the world here, but the big challenge here, guys, is that, when we get thrown into the race mode right now, in just a few minutes here, it's going to be a situation where, what do we do? Do we, like, if it's starting to rain, like, on the track like this, then I'm just gonna go with the rain, and we'll lower the pressures a little bit. But if we look here, that's lying to us. See, I hate when it does that, because we were obviously in the 30s, but I had to look at that. That was my fault. I actually had to look at that before the session ended, and it kind of like resets itself. But these are temps that I have, pressures and PSI hot, when we're pretty much running at full full rain capacity. So the only bad thing here is, guys, is that we're going to leave it on ECU map 1. We could play with that during the race if we need to. But I do have enough fuel for both the wet setup and the dry setup. But I'm assuming, you know, the ride height is higher. But I'm assuming that if we come into here, let's just see here. If we come into here, I'm assuming that it's going to start off dry, or rather damp, greasy, maybe this little bit of light rain. So if that happens, I'm just going to stick with the wets and probably just drop down the pressures. If that doesn't happen and we wind up starting out with no rain and the track is just a little bit greasy, so to speak, then I'm going to go for the dry setup with slick tires, and I'm going to pit rather soon as the rain starts to fall, because the car will become uncontrollable.
Alright, we have some wet conditions. Watch out for curves and exit, and remember to brake early.
Okay, so we got the wet. We have wet, so you know what we're going to do? Wet, 14 degrees. Okay, so current setup. Let's go with the wet. So it is starting in the rain. So wet. Okay, so now in the strategy here, so we might as well take a little bit of fuel because we need tires anyway. So now those tire pressures are for when the wet and the rain starts to get really heavier. As you saw, my tires were kind of overheating there. So what I want to do is, what we could do is just be a little bit smart, and track is wet, and in 15 minutes it's going to get minus a little bit of rain there. So I think we might drop these down slightly. 29. Let's do 28.9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now 6, 5 ABS, 6. Okay, that's good. We have fuel. Yes, we have the fuel set up. I might actually be a little bit over-fueled. Now, this is if... I can't tell yet. We don't know. We don't know if it's going to get even more rain. We know it's going to get less rain. That's why I dropped them down a little bit. So, in the first 5 minutes, it might start to overheat a little bit. But I'd still rather see my tires overheat than be completely ice cold. However, in 15 minutes, it's going to decrease in the rain a little bit, so we're going to have to stay off the racing line. But I don't know what's going to happen in 30 minutes. 30 minutes, the rain might stop. So strategy 2 would be a dry tire. And let me see something here. Strategy 2 would be a dry tire with no fuel. Let's go tire set 6. 29.4, 29.7, 29.1, 29.4. That's taking the wet tires there and setting them up. Alright, well, we're going to roll with it, guys. We're going to roll with it. We're rolling with wet, and the one thing I might want to do here is I'm just a little bit nervous about the pressures here. I don't want to get them too high, but you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. We're sticking with this. I need some water here.
Going single file.
Lot of spray, guys, lot of spray. Alright, a lot of spray here. So I don't want my tires to get too overheated already. I'm telling you, there's gonna be... I actually surprised myself with the qualifying, what little practice I did have there. In qualifying with these setups, so again, I mean, it was just hard for everybody, so, you know, hats off to everybody. Got MSX up there. Really good laps, man. But again, guys, remember, it's not how you start a race, it's how you finish a race. I always say that. So now these guys, they probably ran a lower temperature than me, so I mean a lower pressure than me, I would think. So I really don't want to start going crazy and getting my tires heated up here. The brakes, yeah, but brakes will heat up soon. Alright, so we have a mandatory... I don't know why I see a finish line for two Porsches. Are they... I don't know. That's crazy. Alright guys, here we go. So we're gonna get things going. You can see my tires are already at 30 in the front, so I'm definitely gonna be overheating a lot in the beginning here. But this is for points. I missed the first round, so I have 0 points. But let's see what we could do. Let's just be safe.
Green light. Go, go, go. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Okay, we made it out of that alive. Man, look at this spray. This is Monsoon. Monsoon from MISANO. We don't really want to stay on curbs right now. Ooh.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Sorry, Lambo. Totally my fault, bro. Totally my fault. I ran that wide on the last exit there. We need that wiper out full. Come on, baby, come on.
This is me, your personal best.
Man, that Lambo went for a ride behind me. Sorry, man. This is focus, guys. I'm telling you, man.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Oh, guys, you don't understand. That curbing right there is just insane. It wants to spit you to the left so easily. Really got to check up your braking here, so you don't overshoot these corners. We got a Porsche on our tail. That's Red Fly and CRN GTR. They're both really fast drivers, so
car exiting pit lane.
Okay, so somebody got a mandatory pit out of the way. Oh my god. Yeah, I think Red Fly definitely has pace on me, man. Such a hard sector right there, guys.
Yellow flag, be careful there. Slow car ahead.
Kick my traction up one. I know he's got pace on me.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Guys, my goal today is to not die.
Well done, mate. This has been your Russell best.
I'm sorry, bro, if I'm holding you up, man.
Car on the left.
Go ahead, mate, go ahead.
On the left.
Wow, guys, look at this spray. Oh my god.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Fair enough, red flag, fair enough. Bazza boy, he's fast too, man.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I tried second gear before through there, and I lost out to red fly. So definitely up in the third. Wow, Bazza boy, good pull up, man. I thought you were gonna hit me. My fault, my fault.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Good job, Bazza boy.
Car on the left. Losing to the car heading sector 1. Clear on the left. Well done, mate. Your fastest step so far.
Good move, bro. Good move. I really don't want to be aggressive, guys. Like, I don't have the skills, in my opinion, to be aggressive right now at this point. And also my tire pressure is a little bit too high. But look, try to stay competitive. Let's see what we could do from here. Question is, really, when I pit, I gotta stop worrying about that right now, but when I pit, my pressures are gonna have to come down, I believe. I don't want to lose these guys too much. No joke, guys. I really got thrown for a loop that it started the race raining. And it looks like some of the front runners, like our buddy MSX, doing really well up front. Looks like he had his pressures on point. Come on.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Now keep in mind, guys, I'm on engine map 1 still. So I do feel like we have everything worked out for the engine map wise. I think it's okay on 1. Oh, Bazaboy overtaken. Red fly there. Bazaboy's got some pace right now. Let's see who's behind me. Steve and VH. Okay. Ooh. Definitely sketchy, guys. What do we look like with weather here?
Gaining on the car, heading sector 1. Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
I see red flag. He's kind of like, I don't know if it's lag. Can't forget about Stephen VH behind us either. Somebody has a stop and go. Man, Bazaboy kind of disappeared a little bit. What the hell? Guys, I have no idea what that was, but that was crazy. So this means when we pit, 32.2, 32. Okay, so basically every pressure's got to come down about 2 psi when we do pit. That would seem to make sense. Guys, how many laps did we do already? 15? Okay, we're about on pace.
The car is exiting the pits, watch out.
Stephen VH, nice driving, man. Caught up pretty well. Oh, Murcielago, Murcielago.
We're halfway through, keep pushing.
Why would you hit me though, dude? What are you doing, man? Why would he hit me like that? I gotta do this, unfortunately. I had to do that, guys. I'm gonna lose so much time here. Oh man, why would Steven VH hit me like that, man? These pressures still might be a little too high. I couldn't have left them where they were at, but I got flustered there, man. Murcielago spun out in front of me, and then I kind of lost a little bit, but then I had to come back on track, and I totally had the inside. Steven VH just totally annihilated me there. But that's okay. I mean, luckily... Alright, luckily it wasn't that bad. I mean, we were in 6th position there, guys, so let's see how it plays out after all the pit stops are done. Because right now, it could have been a I mean, it was horrible that I had to wait that long, guys, but I had to drop my pressures. I really did. I could have done it a little bit, like, during while I was driving, but, guys, you know how hard that is. Like in the rain, to pull up the map and start messing with pressures is tough. That's Bazaboy, who's in 2nd, so he didn't pit yet. Okay, so we actually did jump, though. Even with that, we should be jumping Steven VH. And with these pressures being a little bit closer to normal, hopefully, like 30.5, 31, that should give us some more balance through the car.
There's a slow car ahead.
Wow, man. This is going to be interesting, guys, after the pit stops. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I mean, it's so close to death there, but it's fun. Still a little bit hot on the pressures, but that's the way it's staying. This is the sketchiest part right here, guys. Ladies and gents, this is sketchy in the rain. My tires are starting to overheat. We need more rain. I'm gonna have to stay off the racing line. Little tip to everybody out there: when you stay off the racing line and look for puddles, that'll cool your tires down.
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
Honestly, though, I can't even worry about them overheating. Just got to keep our head down. Guys, that pit stop was so ugly. I apologize for that. That costed us about 10 seconds right there. Like if I had my pressures all set up the right way. But that's what makes this sim awesome. It's like you have to figure that stuff out on your own, you know? See, I'm going a little bit off the racing line there just to try and... I mean, I'm hoping that we can come out in the top 10, guys, after our pit stop and everybody else makes their pit stops. I mean, we were in 6th place. So that was when Steven was overtaking us, so that would have put us in technically 6th place, 7th place, but I don't know, we'll have to see. Again, remember guys, I'm bobbing and weaving because of the, I'm not on the straight line all the time because I want that wet. This is tricky right here too.
Losing time to the car in front in sector 3.
So a lot of guys did pit. Huh. I gotta see. I mean, did we lose that much time? We could have, but I don't know. Can't worry about it.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out in front.
all in all, guys, I'm actually pretty proud about the fact that where we qualified. To tell you the truth, we qualified pretty well, but man, that we had sixth position. I'm just trying to. I know I got to stop focusing on that, but you know, this is for points and everything. I'm just trying to think, like, where did we lose that? Like, that's okay. Save the analysis by paralysis. Paralysis by analysis, that's what I mean for after the race. Because again, I start thinking about what happened there, what you know, I'll start to lose focus here, and that is not what you want in these conditions right now. You can see the rain has kind of let up a little bit though, guys, and that's why my rear left is on flames. So let's check what's going to happen here. Ah, boy.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
The end of the race is going to be less and less rain. So that means we're going to finish almost on, not dry, but, you know, it's not going to be nearly as wet. Alright, there is two cars that are pretty close up there that I think are for positions. See, guys, if I would have just went into pit lane and I only took 10 liters of fuel, but if I would have just went into pit lane with the way that my tires were set, they were set for a lot more wet conditions. So if I didn't adjust those pressures and go 2 miles an hour in the pits, my tires would be on fire right now. En fuego! So, ultimately,
Yellow flag in sector 1.
that pit stop could have costed me major time and positions. Could have costed me top 10 for sure. And you know what? If that's what happened, I got nobody to blame but myself, because it's just, you know, just tough. Just tough conditions, guys. Tough conditions to get played out the right way. I mean, let's be honest. Spinning at this point is an accomplishment. Not spinning, rather. Knock on wood. But hats off to Bazaboy. He was really putting pressure on me early on. Red Fly, really good job too. MSX is somewhere up there, I believe. He had a good qualifying. Guys, that's what I'm the most shocked about, is that we actually had a decent qualifying. Usually it's the other way around.
Yellow flag, be careful. There's a slow car up ahead. Slow car ahead.
Who's up there? Murcielago seems to be struggling today. unfortunately. I know he's a really good driver too, though. I mean, you saw him at Silverstone and the Bentley. I mean, guys, 143.8 in these conditions, that wasn't so bad. That was a pretty good lap time, if I must say, in the rain. So the lap pace wasn't bad. I really don't know. I'm really anxious to figure out what happened with position-wise. I'm finally feeling a groove right now, guys. But, I mean, man. Just like what happened to the positions? AMG Dez, Mike the Killer there. These conditions are starting to become like dry only, like greasy. There's barely any rain right now. Last 7 minutes. Gotta try and hold out hope for these tires. Honestly, I'm sure that these conditions have called out a lot of drivers today. You can hear the water. How cool is that, right? I really did think we were pretty... Wow.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Man. Whoa. Guys, I wish I could show you like the other view of how much correction I've been doing with the wheel. It's really fun though. It is. It's fun. I mean, honestly, these conditions right here that we're in right now, where it's like a light rain, I don't really like that. Like, give me dry or give me a downpour. Click the traction down 1 now. Well, I mean, it looks like we're locked into 13th, assuming no stupidness happens on our part or somebody else's part. But I would really love to know where that all happened, or where that all went wrong.
There's a slow car up ahead. Slow car ahead.
Oh, guys, that turn is nasty.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Try and leave that up so you can see who's where.
Well done, mate. Russell best.
Oh, the oversteer there is danger. Yeah, MSX is in 4th. Nice job, man. Nice job, buddy. Guys, the only thing I could think of is our pit stop. Just took so much time. But I mean, still, everybody else had to change tires and stuff too, so I just don't get it.
Leaders on final lap now.
Okay. That was bad. Little concentration break because I was looking at the cars. There's a car in the distance. Little concentration break is all it takes, guys. I'm anxious to see where Steven VH finished. Man, we went from 6th position.
There's a slow car up ahead. Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
That's gonna haunt me, guys. Wow, these are positions right here.
The leader has finished the race.
Huh, look at this. AMG Dez, I'm hunting you down because you're wearing my number, mate. Ho 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 ho!
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Wow, look at this, guys.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Ho ho ho! I'll take that pass for position.
Alright,
Alright.
Good job. You did the best you could. Now bring the car back.
And look at that, we almost got our fuel perfect. 3 laps remaining. That was good though. We wound up catching at the end there. So we finished 12th, man. Steven VH finished 10th. So yeah, that pit stop sorry guys, sorry. That pit stop absolutely killed us, man. Absolutely killed us. Put our hazards on. So yeah, guys, all matte. I mean, all flat black. It's not matte, but the black looks pretty good, I gotta say. Just decided maybe for the winter series we switch it up a little bit. Oh Oh man, oh man. So we did a few things right and a few things wrong. The pit stop was probably the worst one that you've ever seen in your life, so don't ever do that like I did. Now listen, guys, in all fairness, in normal situations, what you're going to do with a pit stop is you're going to come into here, and I could have tried to do this on the fly as I was driving, see how I can move them around. But it was raining, and I you know, if you break your concentration just a little bit, you're gonna kill yourself on the track. And I had to actually have these come down 2 psi's each, so that would have really hurt. And like, you know, me trying to do that while other cars were around. So, but in normal situations, you're gonna have this worked out. So all you really need to do is you maybe when you pull into the pits, maybe like go down like a not a whole psi, of course. Maybe you're gonna go down like 0.1, 0.2, 0.1, 0.2, something like that, and you'll be good to go. I had to go down 2 full psi's basically, so that's what really hurt me. But yeah, I think it was that, guys. I think it was that, because Stephen VH finished, believe 5 seconds ahead. Oh, nah, you can't go by that here. I gotta look and see, but yeah. So honestly, guys, I was going like this through the pits. If you didn't see, this is what I was doing. I was like, oh my god, I gotta go down 2 psi, because if you're full out throttle, look how fast you get there, even with the pit limiter. So yeah, that sucked. MSX, nice job, man. Nice job. MSX, my homie. Alright. MSX, you in here, bro? Can you hear me? Well, anybody that can hear me, man, really good job, guys. Really entertaining race. I blew my pit stop strategy pretty bad. Like, I had to go so slow in the pits. But anyway, good job, everybody. I'll see you all on Discord. Alright, so what am I doing? Not drive. Ah.
Green light, go, go, go.
No, that's... What is this? Yeah, this is wrong. I was trying to figure out race results, but that was wrong. Thanks, One Wing. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, this strategy was just a little hard, man. It was definitely a little hard to figure out. Because if you look here, you know, like, that's how it was. Free practice was just, you know, green with a little bit of cold temperatures. Then qualifying was actually that in-between zone. That's the hard thing, guys. Like, that in-between... It's that in-between zone where you... Is it supposed to be slicks or is it supposed to be wets? And, like, if you saw in qualifying, it said in 5 minutes... It said that the wets were, that the rain was going to be a plus. So that kind of allowed me to say to myself, all right, with the wets on, it's going to get even more rain in 5 minutes from now, as opposed to running it on slicks and having to, like, close all the brake ducts and get the tire temps, hot. So that worked out pretty well for me in that manner in qualifying. and we qualified. What was it? I think we qualified eighth. You know, at one point we were second. We had a pretty good lap, but that was only a matter of time. And another thing, guys, it is important to drop your fuel. I had still 9 laps remaining when I was qualifying. So just you know, I made some mistakes as far as that goes, but it's not going to kill you, make that big of a difference, make or break you. But it does help to be accurate on your fuel when you are qualifying. But I was surprised. I got a good qualifying, and then we went with the wet setup, you know, straight out that we had, and we lowered our pressures a little bit. But the thing is, I didn't know what was going to happen in the race because you could only see like 15 minutes from each point in time in the race. You could only see 15 minutes. So it said in 15 minutes it's going to get minus. The minus sign means obviously less rain. So again, I could have lowered the pressures, I guess. That's probably what I should have done. I should have actually taken the pressures I had that I started the race with and just put my pit stop strategy to those same pressures, and we would have been good. But we'll watch it back because it's just interesting to know. I'll probably want to watch somebody else's POV too, because interesting to know that we were in 6th place. We kind of went off track a little bit. We came back on track. It was a safe rejoin. I made sure that Steven VH wasn't right there. But then he came up the inside a little bit at that turn and kind of bumped us a little bit. But at that point, I decided to go in. I was a little discombobulated over there. I could have kept going. Maybe I should have kept going, but all in hindsight, guys. So many more races to come. Listen, we do have a race coming up for the U.S. on Wednesdays, which is, as always, through SOP. It's going to be at Brands Hatch. Haven't had any practice there. A few of my teammates. One Wing will be there. Vegas will be there. We got Rodrigo. Actually, Baggies entered into our split, so you figure him, the alien that he is, will take that race home with him. But yeah, so tune in for that, and then hopefully next Monday we have a little bit better conditions, but SOP goes on real world conditions for the series too. So you figure everything in Italy right now is going to be a little bit cold. So it's a matter of cold or a matter of rain, we'll see. Next up is Hungary. So we'll check what's up with that and see how that goes. But hats off to all the drivers. Thank you guys for the likes and subscribes, whoever does. We really appreciate it. I appreciate it greatly. And we'll catch you on the next one. We'll see you at Brands for the stream there. Thanks, everybody.